Hello, my name is Layla Malali, and I'm the mayor of Soleia City. Welcome dignitaries to Soleia, our futuristic and beautiful city. Olivia Kahn, our city planner, and myself will be showing you around our city today.
Before we begin our tour today, I'm going to give you the basic information about our city. Soleia is located on the coast of southern Malaysia, originally founded as a suburb outside of Singapore. Soleia recently had a population surge to nearly 1 million people that has made it a formidable city all on its own.
Although we are a densely populated city, Soleia city planners, like Olivia, make it their priority to implement more open space layouts and drive the idea of environmental protection. The city is known for protecting the welfare of all its citizens and ensuring the citizens' needs are attended to.
In order to provide more open space, we decided to utilize 3 islands located directly off of our main city. This way, we were able to supply energy, sanitation, and parks without having to take away space on our main city, although only 2 of our islands are shown on our model.
Here right in front of us is our STEM university, and this is Austin Rogers-Myers, a graduated engineer from our university that helped design our islands, and will be joining us for the rest of the tour.
Hi, I am Austin, and I'll be explaining more about this wonderful school I graduated from.
Soleia has a vibrant economy based on a foundation of modern and innovative technology and entrepreneurial development. The city has a strong school system that excels at teaching STEM classes.
Many students continue their academic careers at STEM University, like me. The school, which started as a small trade school, has grown to be a world leader in graduating scientists and engineers. Soleia city planners utilize the university's engineers to help design the modern infrastructure of the island system and the state-of-the-art transportation.
As you can see by looking at some of our buildings, we have specifically chosen to build our skyscrapers utilizing typhoon damage-resistant structures because of our location near Singapore. Our engineers designed each structure to have core wall construction, dampers, cross braces, and shear walls.
Almost all of our residential housing is located in skyscrapers.
We have provided numerous systems of transportation, including our underwater Hyperloop that transports citizens and tourists to our city's park islands. Many of our citizens utilize our monorail that carries them to popular areas. Soleia also runs on multiple electric buses. We decided not to provide ferries, in which we are worried about the encounter of the boats and our hydroelectric systems. The transportation systems will act as an environmentally friendly and efficient substitute for cars, since we are a no-car city.
Soleia has an innovative open space plan utilizing abandoned islands off the coast. The islands were once used as landfills. Decomposing waste in these landfills produce landfill gas, a mixture of approximately 40 to 60% methane and a remainder of carbon dioxide. In order to control greenhouse gas emissions, we collected the methane gas, treated it, and used it for electricity. After Soleia's population began to grow, city planners decided to reclaim them for other uses such as energy, sanitation systems, and parks. The landfill transition project took civil engineers, 2 of which graduated from Soleia STEM University.
One of the reclaimed islands was Aurora solar energy plants, solar panels, and wind turbines, providing clean energy to our mainland. We decided on implementing an energy system that utilizes minimal water. The sunlight reflects off of the perfectly positioned heliostats and to the towers that receive it. Extremely hot pressurized gas, which turns the blades of the turbine and generates power. The heliostats adjust independently to the direction of the sunlight. Clean biofuels automatically take over for the sunlight, cleaning the air and providing power generation. The energy island also provides numerous wind turbines.
Soleia has also provided hydroelectric power located under the river. The turbines generate power from the changes in the tide.
Another Soleia island is primarily used as park and green spaces. Park includes playgrounds, multiple athletic fields, and scenic trails. We also decided to implement wind turbines and a few solar panels to provide energy for the entire island.
The city government decided to implement gasification as a sanitation system on one of the islands. Gasification is a versatile and clean method to convert organic material into energy. Instead of burning the material directly, the process transforms carbon-based material into energy.
The result is synthesis gas that can be converted into fuels and fertilizers. We transport waste using automatic solid waste collection vacuums. The vacuums take the waste and places it in ground-level containers.
There, the waste falls into special auger-type equipment that forms and sizes it for transfer throughout the underground pipes, under vacuum pressure to the central plant located on the island. The tubes would directly transport the waste onto the sanitation island.
One of the few problems with our open space islands is that it is extremely expensive. Although we are in the process of getting well-known companies and organizations to sponsor and donate to the new technology.
Another trade-off with our solution to the lack of public space is that the process of building the structures is very labor-intensive. although it has resulted in creating an abundant amount of jobs, which is crucial, especially in our local economy known for robotic labor.
Our engineering design process started when we identified the problem on how cities use open space for the welfare of citizens. We researched how other cities incorporate open space. One idea we learned about was the High Line, a repurposed elevated train track system in New York City that was converted into park for people to use.
Then we brainstormed how we could use some of the designs in our city and model. Based on the geography, we decided on using abandoned islands to help power, clean, and add more space to our city. Our last step was when we built the islands at our model. We had to modify the scale numerous of times so we would be able to show 2 out of 3 of the islands.
Our open space plan not only resolves the open available space problem, but also contributes to a clean, pollution-free environment. Soleia not only implements new open space, but utilizes it as a way to build new technology, generate energy, and enact a waste management system.
Soleia hopes to continue to grow and build new technologies along with teaching the present and future generations about the importance of open space and environmental protection.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. How do your city's public spaces contribute to your citizens' qualities of living?
Well, for one, we are a no-car city, so that eliminates noise pollution and pollution into the air. So we provided monorail throughout our whole city, and our city is mostly walkable. And we also provided Hyperloop, so it's an easy access to the islands and back.
Question. Which type of area, roadway or ground gray field, was more challenging to convert to a public space and why?
Well, for our islands, they were naturally there. So when we found the city itself, we also found the islands, which were landfills at the time. So we had to take out the pollution and the methane, so we turned it into energy.
We used the methane, which was created from decomposing the garbage, and we turned it into electricity. And then from there, we took the pollution out of the ground and made it so that we could utilize the islands in a positive way.
For your city, where do you get your revenue from?
Can you repeat the question? I actually didn't hear it.
Where do you get your revenue from? Like, where do you get your money from to keep the city running?
Oh, so I said in the presentation that we were getting multiple sponsors and donations from big companies, but also we have vertical gardens on top of each building, which we get a lot of our food from, and so we sell them.
At our STEM university also, we get a lot of people come from here to learn to be engineers, and then they design and engineer our islands. So it's mostly local.
Well, just elaborate on that. So what's the major industries in your city?
Well, our economy is based off of mostly technology, and from the STEM University, we have a lot of startup companies. And from there, they use our city to promote their business that they're trying to start up. And from there, they contribute or pay back to us from showing the city itself and what the local people are building and trying to develop.
Did you have an advisor, and what was his or her best advice that they gave?
Well, actually last year we went to the Skyscraper Museum in New York City, and we actually had engineers come and talk to us about this, and their whole idea was open space as well, so we got to see their models and how they incorporated open space, and they actually located their models in Singapore. That's why we located ours as well there.
What was your biggest challenge in developing the city?
Well, our biggest challenge was definitely the scale, because as you can see, we tried to fit a river and 2 out of 3 islands. So finding a scale that was big enough to show our city, the buildings, and the island was definitely challenging, and also agreeing on how many islands to show and which islands were most important to actually show in the model.
Thank you.
Which student should we think was the most innovative solution you came up with for this season? Let's see.
All right. So we thought the Hyperloop, the underwater Hyperloop, because it was an easy access for citizens to come mostly to our recreational island. If workers had to come to the energy island, they would also take the Hyperloop. So, yeah.
And instead of just using normal ferries, we created this tube system that train runs through under the water, which I think is pretty.
And since we've read articles and seen reports on how they're already trying to build and trying to get it functionally working, we wanted to put it in our model to show that one day we believe that it will work and that it would be a great way of transporting citizens from our island to our mainland.
And I also think that our solar panels, instead of just using regular solar panels, they're directly reflecting the sunlight off the solar panels into the tower, which creates the energy. So it's kind of promoting this whole idea of futuristic technology in the future.
Okay, thank you.